Hi everyone. Let's take a relaxed look at Factorio. Factorio just hit early access on Steam this Thursday. It is by Wub Software, or Wooby Software. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And the current price is $20. Now, it is an early access, but don't let that fool you. This is a fully featured game. Supposedly, they're going to be in early access for 8 to 12 more months, adding a lot more features, working on the UI. However, the game as it stands right now is more than worth the money, in my opinion. The name of the game, the point of the game, is to create a system, to create a machine that basically automates this giant factory to where you can stand by, watch it work, and you can collect the rewards and the benefits, which sounds pretty relaxing and pretty nice to me. Let's take a look real quick at the campaigns. The very first one is a very simple tutorial, and the second one, New Hope, is the actual storyline. I haven't played this very far, but I have checked it out. And then Transport Belt Madness and Tight Spot, those are both puzzle game modes. In Transport Belt Madness, you basically are trying to get resources from point A to point B using transport belts, and they have to overlap each other, and it gets pretty crazy. And then Tight Spot, I haven't figured out this game mode at all, so I can't tell you too much about that. But let's take a quick look at the tutorial. There's only 3 stages, and I think I'll just do a little bit of the first stage just to give you an idea of the very early game. But do note that the early game is nothing like the rest of the game. Alright, that escape module saved my life. I'm afraid the others were not so lucky. You can always find the objective in the upper left, yes. You move around with WASD, as it's saying right now. You press and hold right click to harvest resources. Check and see if the shipwreck has anything. It's got some iron plates, which is great. And now we can make some tools using the interface. So I'm making some iron tools. Okay, go away. There we go. You can see there's my inventory or my equipment down in the bottom right. Now it wants me to go mine some ore, which is going a little bit faster now that I have the pick. If only I could smelt that iron. Oh, look at that. I can now make a stone furnace. Need a few stone for that. I just happen to know we need 5 stone for that. And now I can make the stone furnace. And it appears down at the bottom. Slap it on the ground, give it some fuel, and throw the iron in there. Now you can see it's burning the fuel and smelting the iron. Now right now, obviously this looks kind of like a top-down Minecraft, right? Gathering resources, smelting things to make other things. However, I'm going to quit, and I'm going to load my campaign game. So you can take a look and you can see automation is the name of the game here. Now I have these mining drills, mining coal, and these transport belts are carrying them up to feed these boilers. These boilers are heating the water, which are then passing through here into the steam engines, creating steam. These steam engines are creating electricity, which are running through these pipes down to all these machines. And everything is being automated. This iron is being looted or mined, sent on this conveyor belt down here, smelted into, as you can see, into these iron plates, which are then appearing on this conveyor belt. You can see the iron plates going there right now. So that thing that I was doing by hand in the first level of the tutorial is now being automated. They're being sent down. Some plates are being stored here, which I can pick up for my own use. Others are being put into these assembling machines. This assembling machine is making iron gears, which you can see coming out of this side. And then these iron gears and other steel plates are being put into this assembly machine to make transport belts. All these things moving these materials are being sent right here. See, I have dozens and hundreds of transport belts. Same thing on this side. The coal is being sent over here. Coal is being sent down here to these core mines, or not core, these copper mines. The copper mines are being fed into here to create copper plates, which are being sent, either stored into this wooden chest or sent down here. I have some gear wheels being sent down this way, and all these copper plates being sent down here. All of these are in turn creating science packs. The science packs are being sent over here into these laboratories where research is being done. I'm going to press T, and you can see you have things to research. As you can imagine, researching things like I'm researching logistics right now allows for automobilism, which, as you can imagine, lets you build cars to drive around in, but also certain other items like fast splitters, underground transport belts, and fast transport belts. And each one of these opens up additional research as well. So if I run up to the top here, here's a few other things. I have these gun turrets, which I am using to defend my base. I'm going to run up and zoom out a little bit so you can see the main antagonists of the game. Here they come, these biters. I can fight against them using space, or let my gun turrets handle them. Now, why are the biters attacking you? Well, that's a bit of the side effect of your industry. You can see the steam engines putting off a lot of steam. You can see the smelters sending smoke into the air. Unfortunately, the biters, which are native to this planet that I'm on, do not like the fact that I am polluting the atmosphere. And so they are attacking, sometimes with a vengeance. You can see all the corpses here. So your goal is to build a giant factory. Ultimately, your goal is to build a giant factory to research all this technology and eventually blast off into space and rescue yourself from the planet. So let me give you a bit of an example on how this whole automation system works. If I were to look at what I'm researching right now, Logistics 2, it requires Science Pack 2. Science Pack 2s, plural. I have plenty of Science Pack 1s being funneled up, but in order to get Science Pack 2s, I need to also send them up this belt. Now what I could do is, I could just make them myself, and when you mouse over them, you can see it requires an inserter and a transport belt in order to make. And if you look at the very bottom, the total raw materials, each one takes 8.8 seconds, 5.5 iron plates, and 1.5 copper plates. Now I have the copper and the iron plates, and I could just click on this to just make them. And I'll use the copper plates to make all the requisite materials, to make the inserter and the transport belt, and they'll just be spit out into my inventory, which you can see right here. I can throw them in here, and you can see now this lab is working. Same thing, right? But again, automation is the name of the game here. So I don't want to have to make these packs by myself. So to do that, I need to build some assembly machines. It's actually kind of dark here, so I may need to wait until it's daytime. But I need to get some assembly machines now. As I was saying earlier, this machine is already making transport belts for me. So I have so many that I can use. I'm going to throw some of these back in here. I have so many transport belts I can use, and this green science pack needs transport belts. So half of the job is done for me already. I just need to make inserters. How do you make inserters? Well, here you go. They need an iron plate, an iron gear wheel, and an electric circuit. So we have to figure out how to get iron plates, iron gear wheels, and electronic circuits into one machine, or maybe two machines, to make the item. Now I have this assembling machine 2. This allows me to, these are assembling machine 1s. They allow crafts items that require up to 2 ingredients, but through research, I have the assembly machine 2, which crafts items that require up to 4. So I think I have enough to do a few of these. So let's make a few. I have a few more green packs that I can make. There we go. So let's go ahead and make a few of these 4s. Let's make 2. I might need more than that, but for now that should work. I'm going to go ahead and place them down here. I'm going to need 4 items, not 4, I'm going to need 3 items sent this way. An electronic circuit, an iron gear wheel, and an iron plate. Go ahead and lay down another. Alright, now we have plenty of iron plates from here, so that's part of the job done. What is it I need to make an iron gear wheel? There we go. It needs 2 iron plates. So some of these iron plates are going to go directly into the machine. Others are going to go into another machine, which is just going to make the gear wheels. And the way that I'm going to do this is going to be very inefficient, but I'm going for time here and not for efficiency, which is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and cut down a few of these. You do have a lot of space to work with, so efficiency doesn't always have to be at the top of your essential list. Alright, so I've got these plates here. Is this going to be enough, I wonder? I might need to, well, I actually can't fit any more iron on here, can I? They're all being smelted at about as fast as they can go. So that's fine. I'm just going to have to make do. I'm going to grab an inserter, I'm going to make one, and it's going to grab from this wooden chest, like that. And as you can see, it's trying to put them in stacks. It has nowhere to go, so I'm going to build a conveyor belt down this way. Well, let's actually back this up a little bit. There we go. And I need to make, let's see, how do I want to do this? I need to make an underground belt. And that will let me take this belt here, send it underground to here. Connect it up, and now you'll see that belts will go underground, and the metal, yep, will start coming out this way. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and clear up a bit more space. And there we go. I'm going to run the belts down here. The belts don't need power, thankfully. They are just kind of powered on their own. Oops. There we go. Then I'll get another inserter. And I'll place it right here. So once this gets power, this will grab these, put them into here. So what do I want this to make? I need it to make the gear wheels. It will now pull iron plates and make gear wheels. So now we need something to pull the gear wheels out of here, put them into the assembling machine 2. So we need to make another inserter. And the inserters can go both ways, right? It can both insert into something and pull something out. So we'll pull out here, another conveyor belt, and then we want to insert into this assembling machine 2. So we'll build another inserter, and this inserter, as you can see at the bottom, is just using copper and steel plates. So we'll flip it like this. And what do I need this to make? So let's take a look here. Again, we need to make an inserter. Inserter needs electronic circuit, iron gear wheel, and an iron plate. So some of these iron plates I'm actually going to need to be diverted straight down. So let's build another inserter. I can pull some off of this rack, send it down here to another inserter, like that. Yeah, that seems to make sense. So now this is going to get the iron gear wheel. It's going to get the copper plates. What does it need now? Last thing it's going to need, oops, oh, that's all right, I'll need that, is an electronic circuit. All right, how can I make electronic circuits? That's going to need an iron plate and a copper cable. Iron plate and copper cable. So let's see, I can either make that item over here, or I can bring the items down here and make them down here. I think what I want to do is, just so you can see the process, I want to build it down here. It's nighttime again. Gonna go ahead and build this here. I think is going to be the best spot. Might have to move that later. I'm actually going to build some lamps, maybe? No, that's all right. All right, so in order to make the electronic component, like I said, I need iron plates and copper cables. I'm going to go ahead and, like before, I'll tell you what, why don't I move this up one so the inserter can pull this directly off the line. Now I need copper wiring. Uh-oh. I've got this strange backup here of gears. Ah, I see, this transport belt is no longer functioning because the chest is full. So it was sending all of its gears down this way. I'm actually going to go ahead and pick these up. There we go. Well, I picked up some of the red research packs. There we go. That's fine. So now for a while, these gears should be used correctly in here. Yes. Okay, so where was I? I'm getting the iron plates here. Now I need to get copper wire in order to make these electronic circuits. So how can I make the copper cables? Well, I can pull copper off this line into another assembly machine. And make the copper cables. So let's go ahead and set that up real fast. We want to make another 2 inserters. Inserters will pull these extra copper off of this line, and actually I will just move this a bit closer like that. And I can tell this thing to make, where's copper wiring? There it is, copper wiring. From there, the copper wiring can be pulled off of this and sent this way. I can build another inserter and set the inserter to deposit in here. So now this will be able to make the electronic components because it will have both the iron plates and the copper coming from this side. Last but not least, I need another 2 inserters. One coming out of here, one putting in here. Now, again, this is not going to be efficient at all. And this is probably going to be a choke point right here, getting the copper in and getting the electronic components. But that's okay. That's totally all right. What we're going to do now is going to set this up. This needs to make the inserters. We have the electronic circuits coming. We have the gear wheels coming from the far left. And we have the iron plates coming from the middle. So all this should work just fine once I set up electricity to it. I like setting it up first just to make sure it's going to work all right. I'm going to go ahead and build more of that. More inserters and an iron chest. I'm going to put the inserters. This is going to pull from here. And it's going to place it. Oops. There we go. This is going to put the inserters into this chest, and then this inserter is going to pull it out, pull it into this assembly machine. Whew. Okay. All that's hooked up. With this assembly machine, we want to create this science pack 2. So that's going to need an inserter, which we just created the machine for. And it's also going to need, it's also going to need the transport belts. Let's go ahead and set up getting the transport belts over here. They're going to come from this chest here. We're going to need another underground machine, or another underground transport belt, and a bunch more of these guys. This whole system's getting backed up because I can't do the research right now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get another inserter, maybe 2, to pull from this guy, from this chest. Remember, that's where the gears from here and the iron from here are getting transported and creating these transport belts. So let's go ahead and put this here. We'll get an underground setup going here. Oops, I didn't quite make it far enough. There we go. Can this go this way? It can. Good. We'll go around this machine. And last but not least, have them be placed into this machine. Alright, now all parts of this should be set up and working correctly. Last but not least, let's get another inserter or 2. Uh-oh, I got more backup. More things getting backed up. What's the problem here? Wait, why is that making gear wheels? Oh, right. The gear wheels are supposed to be going in here, but they're getting backed up. Okay. I understand now. That's part of the problem when you move on to something else. Let's fix that, I think. I need to pick a new research that does not require green. That's fine. We have, because they've already done that. Military. Military? Yeah, looks good. So now these things should start researching again. Good. And so now hopefully this machine will clear itself up. So while that's happening, I'm going to continue working on this. This is going to be the finished product, the green research packs that we need. I'm going to pull an inserter right here. I'm going to need one more underground system. Probably to pull like that. Get a belt to transport. And then, that finished. That was fast. That's fine. That'll take 50 packs. That'll take a long while. Hopefully that will clear up this system a little bit. And we got that. And then we have the last inserter, like this set up. And again, this whole system's going to be broken for a little while because this whole thing is so backed up. So maybe what I do is I may actually pick all this up. There we go. Just to clean up the belt. I can always put that somewhere else later. But that should clean up this whole belt. So now I need to make some electric poles. And these electric poles can start fixing this machine up. I'm going to go backwards so that things are working the whole time. And everything should be working. Nope, almost. There we go. Everything should be working now. We have our gears coming out, being put into here. Okay, we're currently waiting on... Oh, there's no power way down here. Is there? There is. Oh, wait. Okay, so as you can see, something has gone horribly wrong. Here we go. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. This guy did not get power. So now we have these wires, yes, copper wires, coming up here, combined with the iron plates, will be sent down into the electronic circuit, into the assembly machine to create, what are these called? Inserters, which will then create science pack 2s, which will then be sent up and connected to here and shuffled into these machines. Whew. Yes? No, this is turned the wrong way. There we go. Good. We have inserters. We have science packs being made. Look at it. Here we go. There you go. There's our first green science pack being sent up here. It should be thrown onto this belt. And, right, it's not going to get grabbed because we are researching the wrong thing. We need to research logistics 2. We'll pick it up where we left off. Oh, no, we had to start over. No, that's fine. And so this one should be picked up. There we go. And logistics 2 is being researched. Oh, man, that feels good. That feels great. And so now we have the whole machine researching all on its own. And we're getting attacked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're being attacked. Our guns are out of ammo. Oh, man. That was tough. I gotta make some more ammo. More ammo. Got some repair kits I can actually repair these guys with. Did I lose anything? Did anything get destroyed? I don't think so. I think I caught it in time. Oh no, these gun turrets got destroyed. Gun turrets got destroyed. So I've repaired everything, it looks like. I have made some ammo so I can re-equip these guns. Like this. And then I can rebuild the destroyed gun turrets. Oh man, they're coming fast and furious now. I think I made them mad earlier when I ran up there. Here we go, got this gun turret in place. I can give it some ammo. And I actually need to make a lot more ammo. There we go. Place this gun turret again. Give it some ammo. Wait for 10. There we go. My northern front is safe again. And let's check out our system. Still going. Pretty good. We have way more red than we have. So we need to think about how to fix this. I think I actually do know how. We need the green to move up the left side and the red to move up the right. So I'm actually going to break this system a little bit here. There we go. And I need these two belts to meet at the same spot. So we'll do that. Bring this over. From this belt, we will go left and down. Then these two belts will move up together. Uh-oh, I've created a bit of an infinite loop there. Don't want that. There we go. So now in this system, everything should work correctly. The green will move up on the left, the red will move up on the right, and there should be a stockpile. Well, that was our relaxed look at Factorio. I think it's pretty relaxing once you get everything in place. But as you can tell, setting up this this giant complex just to get the green research packs was pretty intense. Now again, there are more efficient ways to do that, and perhaps that's Most of the fun is figuring out the efficient ways to do this. But that'll be up to you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.